Hey folks, it's your old buddy Mike Media again, the Nerd Knight. I hope you're having a good time, making lots of fun stuff, hanging out, um, chilling out while this whole crazy pandemic is happening. What's even crazier right now are all the people protesting the pandemic, it's pretty nuts. What's crazy about that is you can't really. It's funny. It's like it's it's um it's an illness. It's how do you protest an illness? It's like, well, how dare this virus come into my body? It's like, well, that's a great tactic. Let me know if it works. That's fantastic. If you can protest it away and get the virus to leave your body through protesting, that would be great. Tell that to all those people who have died from the virus, the various ages. And there are some people who said, well, we don't need a quarantine or a lockdown because we have God on our side. Well, I understand that, but at the same time, let's use that same logic. Maybe God made the virus. Maybe he did that. And so if God made the virus, maybe it's also God's way of saying, maybe you need to take a step back, take a break. Maybe that's what God's trying to say. Maybe, because it's funny. There's a lot of churches around here, at least, that have actually they're not fighting it. They're doing video screens. They're streaming. They're not fighting it. They're not saying, well, we have faith on our side. Come into the pews, and the pastors die. I don't think that those pastors died were any less faithful. I think that it's a virus. Maybe it's something that God made. And then maybe look at the same scenario as the flood. Well, God made the flood, and some of those people were faithful, but God was mad at all those people, so he was just like, you know what? There's a boat. There's a solution. God also made a solution. He made the flood, and he also made a solution. So look at it that way. That's another way to look at it. And then on another way, too, you just gotta think, well, why are we going to... It's so counterproductive. It's so counterproductive to protest the virus. I don't know. It's just... So you just want to throw some gasoline onto the fire, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. Well, I've been using my time being incredibly productive. Trying to be, at least. Are you being productive? Are you making some cool stuff? Found a new way to organize my video games. I think maybe I can show you. Ooh, a lot of space for those games right there. And so you can do that, which is pretty nice. And also more space for my arcade systems. Planning on getting some more of those, which will be pretty nice. And finally found the Labo cartridge for the Switch. That's a very underrated game. It's really good. But the big thing I'm really excited for, that I think I can talk about, is I'm nearly at the point of completion for my project I've been working on for a very long time. So I've got the comic book called Creative Complex, a film called Creative Complex, and a smattering of albums based upon the various comics from those eras. This will be the culmination of those 20 years. And I'm going to, I've got remade those songs. And so those songs are, I've got plus one brand new song. I'm going to sound a lot better and sound much more good, much more gooder, with better grammar and better sounding as well. So that's going to be coming out soon. And maybe I'll have a very special release to put all of them together in one thing. I have a Roku channel now. Have a podcast where I'm going to where I try to elaborate upon the things that I've been talking about in each YouTube channel. So today the topic has been the protesters. So I'll elaborate more on that in the podcast. So you could check that out, subscribe to that. But everybody and their grandma's got a podcast right now. Everybody and their uncle has movies, comic books, video games. But you know what? I have a belief. And I've said this before. Make. Just create. Instead of making trouble like those protesters are doing, make something. Make. Constantly make. If you can make anything, just make something. Just because making stuff makes a difference. So make some stuff, and I like to be surrounded by silly things. Make silly things, because I think it's artifacts of imagination, and you create the byproducts of imagination, and it inspires others to make more stuff. And if we can make good things, maybe we can make it a positive difference. Maybe. Alright, well, have a great one. Make, create, celebrate. Have a great one, friends. It's been great to see you. Well, as much as I could. And I'm not a big football person, but gotta represent Denver. Gotta represent. But and also these are my pajama shirts. I didn't even think before putting on something interesting. But hope all is well. I will talk to you later. Bye, friends.